And just in case you guys want to hear the test hints again as well, etc. For those of you guys just joining us, we just finished our Forever quiz. And now we are starting to talk about specific hints about the test. However, I was coming into Google Classroom to just kind of do a quick recap as far as the review and the Google Classroom comment that I put about the practice test. So in Google Classroom, really quickly, you do have the test review. That's not due until midnight because of games, etc. last night. However, I want that review done tonight so that any extra time you guys are playing with the multiple choice on the bonus practice test and the Forevers. So that's not due until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Now, I did add a couple comments. Tyler, just give me 1 sec. I did add a couple comments on these assignments. So for the test review, there were tons of problems. What was it? 53 to 85 odds. That was a lot. And I knew that some of you weren't going to have a lot of time. So I said, I will give you full credit if you do every other odd. What does that mean? 53, what's the next one you would do?
55.
57. Every other odd, if you are doing the full credit alone, 53, then 57, then 61, every other odd. Now, if you haven't done the test review yet, or if you haven't finished it, just do every other. And if you have extra time, then try to go back. But that's a little bit better than starting and doing like every odd and then running out of time and not having finished. So up to you, but every other odd, if you happen to do all the odds, then I will make or give you a bonus homework assignment, which means I'll throw 3 points into your homework category. Okay? Now, that's for the test review. That's the one due by midnight tonight. However, what else do you have that could help you in preparation for the test tomorrow?
Practice test.
Okay, so then I copy and pasted that wording, which kind of messed it up a little bit because I put every other odd the first time. And some of you saw that and you were like, oh, we're barely doing any of these problems. That's not good. So I changed the wording to what I meant. I meant every other question. I accidentally copy and pasted every other odd. So what I mean on the practice test is every odd will give you the full +3 bonus points on the test, okay? Every odd will give you the full +3. If you choose to do odds and evens, then you'll get another bonus homework assignment thrown in. But to be honest, for some of us, it might not be worth the time that we would stress over trying to do all the odds and evens. It's better to slow down and make sure we just understand every odd rather than doing tons and tons of problems for like a bonus homework. Some of you have been getting hundreds on homeworks. That's not going to make a big difference. Okay? So anyway, can you do it all? Yes. Do you need to do it all? No. I'm making it so that every odd will get you the bonus points for the test. Any questions about Google Classroom and what the directions are? Okay, cool. So hints for tomorrow's test before then I go ahead and cover whatever questions you guys might have on either the practice test or the test review. I will be here till 5. Tomorrow is professional development, which means teachers don't have a strict meeting. Now, usually there's a day to get caught up on things. But long story short, if you guys want to pop in the morning, it's not 0 period. It's not necessarily like donuts, coffee, and I'm just sitting here. But the door will be unlocked. You guys can get in. But at 7:45, I shoo out anybody but period 1 so they can get ready to start their test early at 7:50. For you guys, I shoo out everybody in here at lunch starting at 12:45 for you guys to start at 12:50. So once again, starting the test early. Yeah? Okay. Test tomorrow. Multiple choice. 2 long answers, but one of them is a fill-in with an A and a B. The other one is like a big old integration problem that I can give partial credit on, and 1 bonus. So, the multiple choice questions. This is just your practice test in case you're looking at it. It's what you already know. Multiple choice problems. I see 9 of them. Nope, 10
9.
Integration is net change. Can we start there? Because we barely covered that. There is 1 multiple choice question. That's in the video from yesterday, Gavin, especially this is for you. What we covered yesterday is all you need to know for the question on the test, okay? What we covered yesterday is all you need to know for the question on the test. There is 1 multiple choice, integration is net change, and then there's a bonus. There's a bonus, integration is net change. And it's not even solving it, it's actually just using the forever part. Okay, anyway, integration is net change. The only places on the test is 1 multiple choice. You can look at what we did yesterday and the bonus, which isn't even solving, it's just setting it up. Okay, the other multiple choices come from section 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7. 4.5 is where we learn good old-fashioned use of choose the innermost. Choose the innermost. Sometimes it's under a square root. Sometimes it's inside a trig. Sometimes it's the whole denominator. Sometimes it's the piece under the square root in the denominator. And sometimes, in really weird cases, it's a little piece of a denominator like arctrig. You can come in many different forms and shapes and sizes, but U sub will be all over the test. Will your brain look at some of these questions and be able to make an educated guess right away? Yes, but will it always be right? No. It's a maybe, but not always right. The one I showed you guys out in the field, it could have been an ln if it was 1 over u. It could have been an arctrig if it was a squared minus u squared 1 over. But it actually ended up being u to the negative 1/2. Some of you would have guessed the wrong one if you didn't actually show the work. Nice thing, multiple choice, you can guess. Bad thing is you can go too fast and miss something. That practice test will help. What I see is one of those nasty ln rules. What I see is an integration on crack with a square root. What I see is one of those where you're going to integrate piece by piece with an addition or subtraction, and you kind of do different things based on which piece you're doing. What I see is a trig, but with like multiple trig raised to powers. What I see is a U-balance problem. A U-balance problem, where you don't really have an option. Oh, but I also see some basic ones. I also see something that you might accidentally think is an ln, but it's really just a power rule. What? If I have a 1 over, I'll give you the same hint as this one. If I give you a 1 over x to the 10th, is that a 1 over u ln? That's x to the negative 10. Use the power. That's a hint. I would write it down if I were you. That's not the exact same test question, but it's really close. Hey, did we go over number 17 yesterday in section 4.7? It's a good one to study. I see it complete the square, and I see something with an E or a B to the U. Will you know how to do it? Yeah. Oh, yes. An E or a B to the U. Will you know how to do it? I have a couple different versions, making sure I didn't do anything super crazy or super different. Super different on the other one. Okay. So E to the U or B to the U. Sorry, we just gave that a hint. Okay, that leaves us with the long answer. So the long answer. The first one is fill in. Guess what? It's just forever cards. Not like the whole forever card, just a couple rules. 3 points. Do you know the rules? AKAs, keep studying them. That's worth 8 points. Oh my goodness, you're so good. So, just a couple rules, just from like today. Just a couple rules. I'm just going to be like, hey, do you remember this? P.S. One of them has an absolute value. At least maybe both. Anyway. But then there's one more. I said maybe. Remember, there's different versions. The other one is worth 10 points. It is a definite integral problem that involves an improper fraction. What do you do with an improper fraction? Long division first.
I like that.
And then, not this one.
And then it's like number 1?
Yeah, number 1 you can.
Yeah.
But not this one. It's a definite integral that's improper. Long division first, and then integrate piece by piece, plugging in the bounds and stopping as soon as you plug in the bounds. Here's the nice thing. Unlike multiple choice, you don't have to make it pretty. You don't have to make it pretty, and it's not all right, all wrong. I can give partial credit. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Multiple choice, all right, all wrong. You said there were like 9 questions. Well, with the long answers, there's like 12 questions. Are they going to be worth like 8 points each? Yes. Now, listen. If you just do a guess on a multiple choice and you get it wrong, do I have to take off all 8 points? Yes. But if you're able to start the integral right, even if it goes wrong, I'm going to give you half credit. It's only worth 4 points.
So if we show board,
If you are able to start it right,
Back to the top.
then I will give you the half points. You can only miss 4 by not making it match. So even though they're 8 points each, I will be looking to give half credit everywhere.
Oh, my bad.
Kiddos, the practice test, I have my work, the answer key, the solutions online. But I am also more than available.
Sorry,
Literally what you guys missed, period
plus
1
or
didn't ask me
minus
any
equals-
questions except for Kathleen Wayne. We did a couple off to the side. Otherwise, I gave you specific examples like number 17 from section 4.7, and then go back to the basics like 4.5. You just missed a word. So we kind of like rested on the field. I'm sorry, guys, I'm on your forevers, but I'm here. I'm available after 4.
I'm dying.
The forever quiz probably will. The test test.
Did I still have the green stuff on the back? Can you help me? There's a lot. Oh my god.
I don't mind budgeting it.
See, there's like half of the equation that I still have some trouble memorized, like absolute value on the like B thing.
On the RCP? I don't remember what the quiz was.
No, it's like the whatever I forgot to.
Oh, for LN?
Yeah.